Apex, the peak of South African motoring.
So Van, you have driven this car before.
On launch nights?
Yeah, for a very quick stint.
Yes.
And now we have it for a longer period of time. And I've been spending sufficient time in it, going on a nice little day trip yesterday. Absolutely adored the car. And now you're back in it. How does it feel?
It feels like home. It's so comfy. It's like I was saying, like when you see the car on the outside, the nice thing of it, you know it's an electric car. You can see this is different. This is not like your typical Audi. So it's immediately like that you get excited. It's like the thrill of kind of getting into the seat of a car from the future. And then as soon as you get in, you're like greeted with like that nice familiar Audi hug that you
I agree.
So it does feel like home. Obviously things are a little bit different now. We don't have to moan about the petrol prices. We just have to pray that our lights stay on. But I know that's like we haven't had load shedding this whole week.
No, we haven't.
So this car must have been
it's been lovely charging it and everything, but I don't think load shedding is that big of a problem anymore.
Not anymore.
I mean, you have your fast charger at home or your wall box at home, you can go and charge it and all of that, and it works quite well. I just wish that our infrastructure was better, but it will get there eventually, and not just chargers along a route or in town, but fast chargers, like proper fast chargers, so you can plug it in for 10 minutes and then you can go again.
Because my shopping centre, Canal Walker's got them, like almost every single shopping centre you go to, but it's not the not the DC chargers.
They do have the DC chargers on the one side and then the AC on the other side.
But not all of them. Some of them are like those really
some of them are just the normal ones.
You have to shop for 5 hours and you'll make it home.
But I must say, like, coming back to the exterior, I think the thing about the e-tron is it has that perfect balance between looking like, well, this space age, almost very futuristic electric car, what we've come to see of some electric cars, that it does look a bit more futuristic, but it still has a certain sense of it looks like a traditional car. So it's not that way out. So for example, you can go and look at, for example, the BMW iX, which is, I mean, if you look at it, you're like, whoa, okay, this is an electric car. It's it looks like nothing we have on the market. And I mean, whatever someone thinks about the exterior design of that car, I mean, it is an absolutely great electric vehicle. That's
an amazing car.
But I must say about this, the e-tron, I mean, you know that I like sitting low in a car, low slung driving position, and I mean, this car, it's what it is. It's nice and low to the ground, nice low center of gravity. It sits well on the road, and I must say, I don't think it likes quick bends or tight bends or anything like that. That's of course not what it was made for.
No, it's way too big, I feel,
for grand touring. I mean, if you can keep the range, because the range isn't, as with most automakers, it's not exactly what they claim it to be.
So they claim for,
I think it's about 400, let's say between 450 and let's say 500, about that. I'll go and check again. But when I climbed into the car fully charged, it was just about 370. But I mean, on the day trip, there was sufficient range to get me to Stellenbosch, to Franschhoek, back to Stellenbosch, a nice little drive, a quick little detour, and back to Cape Town. So, and there was still range left.
Okay.
Which is fine. So I mean, after that day trip, you get home, you plug your car in, and then you're good to go again. So I mean, that works. Getting from here to Hermanus and back in one charge, that would
Be a little bit more challenging.
bit of a challenge. But I mean, as our infrastructure grows and everything, it will get better. So Van, the thing about this is, and I mean yesterday as well on this day trip, what I found about this car is it enjoys long stretches of road.
Yeah.
It likes just driving, and
But it's a comfortable drive.
It's so comfortable. I mean, I have the massaging seats and the heated seats on now, and I'm enjoying this cold morning in Cape Town. But it's, I think the thing about it as well, and where it fares so good, and where you really get a sense of a bit more exhilaration, is that when you go around these swooping bends.
Yeah. And this will just lean into
and it just goes in it. It sits well. So it's a lovely car. I really do like it. I would really like one. I would actually like one of these, but it is quite pricey.
Okay, that was
very pricey.
That was going to be a little bit of a question. So this is 2.7. There's a little bit more than 2.7. Let's just call it 2.7 between friends. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you get a lot of car.
You do.
So I feel like it's justifiable. But the problem is it's got competitors in the market space where you get more power for less money.
Yeah.
Similar kind of body shape. We know exactly kind of one of the other Germans.
Yeah.
Is it justifiable, the price difference?
That's the thing.
Considering you're getting a little bit less. Like, I think this is the best looking.
Yeah, I think this is by far the best looking car.
Nobody can touch this. Even the Taycan, even like all those, name it, they'll take it. In my opinion, I like the design, I like the style of it. But the price difference is quite...
It's significant.
Maurice, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Oh, that just feels so great.
And it turns so well. It sits on the road. I really enjoy it. You mean with
the wider beams, like it does feel so much. That's like its comfort zone.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
Sweet spot is like a bit of a wider, swooping kind of turn. But yeah, this was fun.
This one, the e-tron GT, not the RS model, is the one to go for. I think that's really all you need.
Yeah, there's enough to kind of curb your appetite for kind of wanting a lot.
Yeah,
like quick acceleration, all of that. Yeah, sure, the RS would be mind-blowing, but this is enough. It is ample, especially coming from like a normal petrol engine. Like, you can't compare it. It's like that instant power, that instant gratification, and that I absolutely adore. But yeah, this was fun. Oh, my tush is quite hot with this seat heater. I mean,
it's plenty fast. You don't need a car that's quicker than this, especially, I mean, you can't really use all that speed, all that power, but I think it's sufficient for what you need in a car. So if I had 2.7 odd million lying around, there are a few other cars that I would buy or consider before this, but if I wanted to buy an electric car, I'll buy this, because the other thing is it looks absolutely fantastic. It looks really fantastic. So, but yeah,
no, it really is. It's one of the best looking ones out there. Anyhow, now I need to give it back to you, which is fine.
I'm going to scare my parents now with the quick acceleration, or that immediate acceleration.
Okay, well, this was fun.
Cool. But so out of 5, what did you give it?
5. This would be my first. Well, we haven't done the out of 5 in a while, but now that we are, this will be a 5.
Okay.
You?
4.5.
Apex, the peak of South African motoring.